everyone, it's Dr. B. Today we're going to talk about 5 different ways to help you afford veterinary care. I have over 20 years of experience in the industry and I have 10 years of experience as a practicing veterinarian. I have seen multiple cases, too many cases, where we can treat the pet, but the owner doesn't have the money for it. So let me show you different ways that you can afford your vet care. The first is care credit or even scratch pay. Some banks also have some of these options where you can actually finance the veterinary care for so many months at 0% interest. So if you're hit with a $3,000 ER bill, which tends to be pretty cheap, but if you're hit with that bill, you can apply for these and you can see if you can at least spread the amount out throughout the next few months or even the next year. The next is pet insurance. Pet insurance is simple and sometimes can pay out 90% of your bill. So I would definitely look into it, but I would look into it as soon as you get your pet. The reason I say this is because a lot of times pet insurance companies will not cover pre-existing conditions, but they can group conditions to make it so they don't cover multiple things. And what I mean by that is sometimes ear infections can fall under allergies and they won't ever cover allergies because technically it could be a pre-existing condition. So you really need to research the company and you need to get it as soon as you get your pet. Now, most of them will require a visit to your veterinarian prior to it taking effect to make sure that there is nothing going on. And that's why I tell people when they come in for that 8-week puppy visit, let's get the pet insurance because 9 times out of 10, they're healthy and then it will cover everything because it will not be a pre-existing condition. Also to know about pet insurance companies is you have to pay the veterinarian prior to being reimbursed. It is not like normal human health care, but there are companies that are currently coming out with programs that they pay the veterinarian immediately and then you just pay the difference. And I'm going to put a couple of different links in the description that will lead you to different pet insurance companies. Now, it's not going to be every single one and some may be better for you than others, but it is something where you should do your research to make sure you pick the company that's right for you. Another tip that I always tell clients is make sure you get the ER specialty care. I wouldn't worry as much with the wellness care unless you feel that the couple $100s that you'd be spending every year may be a hard hit for you. And it does cost a couple $100 by the time you pay for the exam, all the vaccinations, the heartworm test, and the flea and tick and heartworm prevention. So I would expect that every year, a couple $100. But you're looking at pet insurance for that big visit. That visit where you're going to need a foreign body surgery with the specialist, that you're going to need an ultrasound, that you're going to need an endoscopy, that you're even going to maybe need physical therapy. That's what you're looking at. And that's where you're going to be able to save the most money. For people that don't buy pet insurance, I tell them to get a bank account. And instead of putting money into pet insurance, put it into the bank account. So if you were originally going to pay $40 a month for pet insurance, put that $40 a month into an account. And that account will be just for your pet. They need a heartworm test, take it out of the account. They need their prevention, take it out of the account. But by saving that money, you can prepare for those times when you're hit with that huge bill. Now, if you don't have pet insurance, you don't qualify for care credit or scratch pay, and you didn't save the money, but you're at the ER because something happened, whether it may be a hit by car, whether it be your dog has a mass and needs his leg amputated. And I know these are extreme situations, but it does happen. It could even be whether your dog got bit by a rattlesnake. Let's be honest, anything can happen. But now you have this bill and you can't pay it. What do? I tell people to set up GoFundMes. People will donate when there is a pet in need. And People know how much animals mean to us. They know how much animals mean to their families. And if you tell them what happened, you set up a GoFundMe and advertise it, a lot of times people do raise the money for it. And then once you raise the money for the bill, I would stop advertising at that point. Another option, if everything else fails, is a low-cost clinic. Low-cost clinics, they're a great resource. And I know a lot of people say you get what you pay for, but I'll be honest with you, they do very good work. And they take care of pets for people in need. So I've had situations where an animal needed a foreign body surgery and they couldn't afford it with me. Obviously, if they weren't going to afford that at a GP, they're not going to afford that at an ER. So what do? They didn't have pet insurance. They didn't have a bank account for them. They didn't qualify for care credit. And I sent them to a low-cost clinic. And the dog's doing great. And sometimes that's what saves their pets' lives. So looking for a low-cost clinic is always an option. They are licensed veterinarians and they do amazing work. What I would do is I would research the clinics in the area. I would ask your veterinarian, because most of the time we do know where they are and we can refer you to them. And I always leave it as an option for my clients if they need it. In the end, we just want your pet taken care of. We got into this field because we love animals. We want to make sure that they can have a long, fulfilled, healthy life with their owners. If you have any other options for people who are trying to afford veterinary care, drop it in the comment below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe so you can see when I drop some more videos. Until next time.